What's up guys, and thanks for joining us as we run through another week of what indie games are hitting your consoles.
What Albert loved most was snatched in the night. The shadows, to blame, took her out of his sight.
A game that also featured in our January hot list is Albert and Otto. Albert and Otto is a dark puzzle platformer that takes players on a thought-provoking adventure through 1939 Germany. The story evolves around a mysterious girl with bunny ears, and it's up to the young Albert and the girl's magical bunny Otto to piece together the clues and find the missing girl. To progress through this haunting world, Albert and Otto will need to work together. Albert can shoot, which is always handy, and Otto can fit through tight gaps, which is also very handy. And players will need to use their logic to overcome the multitude of puzzles that the game continuously challenges you with. Albert and Otto is releasing episodically, and episode 1 is hitting Xbox One on the 10th of January.
We must run. Oh, Albert boy, what have you done?
Super Meat Boy is arguably one of the indie games that put console indie gaming on the map, and now the iconic, brutally challenging platformer is making its way to the Nintendo Switch. For those of you that don't know what Super Meat Boy is, then you're effectively controlling a cubed piece of meat over buzzsaws, through haunted hospitals and defying death around every corner, all in the aim to save your girlfriend from the evil, tux-wearing fetus. Make no mistake, Super Meat Boy is the definition of hard when it comes to classic-inspired platforming. An additional bonus for Switch owners is the fact that the 2-player race mode is releasing alongside the main game. This new game mode will be coming to other platformers at a later date. Super Meat Boy is hitting Nintendo Switch on the 11th of January. Another brutally challenging game releasing on the Switch this week is Furi. Unlike Super Meat Boy, Furi isn't a platformer. Instead, the game plays out in 1v1 boss rush style, where you'll need to overcome your enemies in edge of your seat battles. As you descend your way down the tower, you'll meet a selection of unique enemies, one assigned to each floor. What we loved about Furi is how every encounter felt so different, fusing bullet hell gameplay with twin stick shooting mechanics. We can honestly say that at the moment there is not another game like Furi on the Switch, and if you like the idea of a boss rush bullet hell shooter, then you should definitely check out Furi when it releases on the 11th of January. Draw a Stickman Epic 2 is a unique adventure game that literally lets you overcome the adventure any way you can imagine. Playing as a stickman, which obviously you get to draw, you must maneuver yourself through the world to save your partner. Any puzzle or problem in the game can be overcome any way imaginable, with the ability to draw whatever you need. Even better, all your drawn assets can be saved in your journal and be used again later in the game. Draw a Stickman Epic 2 is releasing on Nintendo Switch on the 11th of January. Energy Invasion puts a spin on the classic arcade block-breaking game Breakout. The biggest difference here is that the actual ball itself doesn't break the blocks. Instead, it offers the option to fire missiles in a chosen direction. But to do this, you'll need to keep the rebounding alive. With over 50 levels, a ton of bonuses and a pretty slick soundtrack to play along to, Energy Invasion looks to help scratch that classic arcade itch and is available on Nintendo Switch from the 11th of January. Moorhuhn Knights and Castles is an action-packed artillery game that offers surprisingly deep strategic gameplay. Players are challenged with fortifying their castles, kitting it out with catapults, cannons or even magical mages, and taking the battle to the enemy. Moorhuhn Knights and Castles offers a single player campaign where you can aim to take down an evil clan leader, or you can battle friends in the local multiplayer battles, which seems the perfect fit for the Switch. Moorhuhn Knights and Castles can be picked up when it releases on the Nintendo Switch on the 11th of January. The Escapist 2 originally released last year, and now the Prison Break game is coming to Nintendo Switch. The Escapist 2 takes everything that we loved about the original and fleshes it out, offering bigger prisons, more unique ways to escape and more crafting options. The Escapist 2 also features multiplayer, both cooperatively and competitive. The co-op aspect allows your friends to drop in and out of your game, allowing on-the-fly teamwork to plan your escape. The competitive multiplayer puts you in a shorter game and challenges you to break out even quicker than your friends. The Escapist 2 is coming to Nintendo Switch on the 11th of January.
We were just a ragtag group of ex-military Americans who wanted to fly combat and get paid doing it. Looking back, we really had no idea what we were getting ourselves into.
Flying Tigers Shadows over China, or FTSOC for short, is an air combat action game based around the true events of America's secret volunteer squadron that helped defend China against Japan in the China-Burma-India theatre of World War II. The game offers missions directly influenced from the true events, including the Japanese raids of Rangoon. Gameplay fluctuates between arcade and sim, with realistic movements and evasive maneuvers, coupled with the ability to slow down time when attacking in dogfights. FTSOC also offers multiplayer option for up to 16 players and can be picked up from the 12th of January when it releases on Xbox One.
Say sky's the limit. With the odds stacked against us, we discovered that isn't really true.
Suddenly, a giant swirling watery moor opens up just next to the Celestia.
Azken 2 The World Beneath, the classic match-free puzzle game, is now making its way to Nintendo Switch. The hit puzzle game's release on the Switch sees the game come along with a campaign that features fully voiced narrative and different game modes including time and medals. Azken 2 is definitely one for the puzzle game fans and can be played on the go when it releases on the 12th of January on the Nintendo Switch. Well, that wraps up another week of indie games hitting your consoles. As always, let us know in the comments below if you're excited to play any of these games. To see what other games we recommend in January, then why not check out January's hot list? Or to keep up to date with the latest indie game news and what we've been playing, then why not check out our new videoed indie game podcast. And for more on indie games, make sure you subscribe and check out indie-credible.com.